Okay, you go ahead while I try to
Coming
get.
through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Yeah, you. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What to do, boo? Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey, boo.
Hey, everybody. I guess Joy's having some technical difficulties right now. Welcome to our Wednesday of Stroke of Humor. So I guess it's on me today to pull all the weight. Hey, mute. Hey. So I guess I'll start with story time. So anyway,
I'll just come. They'll come to
so
and
check
play
this
here.
out.
Okay, I'm gonna call him and see if I
Well,
got him.
that's
I
really
think I do. I
annoying.
got him to say, hey, but
Thanks,
he just
Joy.
came to the farmer with somebody. Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt her.
That part. Okay.
I don't want to interrupt her because she can't mute herself. Anyway, so it's story time. So check this out. I get up the other morning. I go to get a cup of coffee, and like I reach in the fridge and I pull out some chicken broth and I put it in my coffee, and I didn't even notice it at first, right? Like I mean, I just so out of it, I didn't even notice it. Like I put chicken broth in my coffee, and I'm taking this sip, and I'm like, you know what, this ain't even really half bad. So that's when I thought, man, my life has taken a serious fucking turn somewhere, a serious turn, and as you all know, I've been dealing with a lot of health issues lately, you know. And so, in dealing with these health issues, my oncologist comes to me and he tells me, yeah, hey, I was talking actually to the chemo and the chemo radiation doctor, and and he said, yeah, no, you got to get chemo and radiation. I'm like, oh yeah, well, um, check it out. Is there like some sort of other natural way that I can go about getting this? I don't really feel comfortable with this chemo thing. I mean, it's the radiation. I was like, can I just like go out in the backyard like all akimbo with a magnifying glass, given the fact that like where my tumor is, anal tumor. I was like, can I just go out there and like with a magnifying glass and burn it out all akimbo? And the doctor just looks at me. He's like, you know. This is why we go to school. And I was just like, dude, I burnt ants, like, come on. I think I got the skill set. I think I got this down. I really do. So as it turns out, doctors are like really, really serious people, like so serious. And I'm just not the guy that you want to call in that situation to be in a serious situation. As many of you like may or may not know me that way. So I'm going to all these doctor's appointments, and we come up to, I'm going up, and we come up, I get in there and I'm talking with the oncologist, and he, and they were like, hey, do you want to take chemo? And I was like, no, I'm declining chemo and radiation from you. And they all looked at me and he said, well, you'll die. Said, if you do not take our treatment plan, you will die a slow, painful death. And I was sitting in there with Amanda, and I said, "Hey, well, can we speed this up just a little bit?" So I look at the doctor, and I look back at Amanda, and I look back at the doctor, and I said, "Well, I'm already fucking married. Fuck, can we just like speed it up?" And so that's kind of like when I knew that, like, the cancer wasn't the most depressing and dangerous. Um, See, it's stroke brain. Excuse me. It wasn't the most dangerous prognosis in the room that day because I get really really dumb sometimes. Yeah. So speaking of that, so then I go and I'm searching out like other options for this, right? And I'm like, okay, I've already had a stroke, I've already had a heart attack, now I got cancer. All that's missing is the seizures and the sugars. And like, so as part of my treatment plan, the doctor says, hey, can you visually monitor your tumor and will you take some pictures of it? Just take pictures of it, which is cool. I mean, it sounds all awesome until you do realize exactly where the tumor's at. And so now I have this like camera roll that looks like I lost a stupid bet. And like I can't open my camera roll in public. I really have so many pictures of my asshole I could start an only tumor. And and so like so I'm monitoring it this way, right? I'm always looking at my tumor, always looking at my like here's a picture of my asshole, here's a picture of my asshole. So like occasionally I'll send some to Amanda because nothing says romance. Like, hey babe, can you tell me how my asshole's looking? You know. But the stupid part is check it out. So we all go to dinner one night, and we're with her aunt and uncle who are nice people, like normal fucking people. And Amanda was on her phone, and she was showing her aunt and uncle a picture of uh some picture, like where somewhere we went. I'm not really sure, but anyway, it ended up on a picture of my asshole. And like Amanda set her phone down on the table, and here's this picture of just me, all spread eagle, and like her uncle goes, "Hey, whose lady parts are those?" And she's like, What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Whose lady parts are those?" And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, back her down." I mean, first of all, that's rude. Second of all, that's me. And third, I've been working out, so like, but just the awkwardness of like sitting there at the table with nice, normal people is, and then like one of those oopsies. Here's my asshole. Like it's just one of those crazy things that you just can't ever relive. I relive it every day actually. But well, what do you say in that kind of situation? I mean, what exactly do you do? So now I'm like dealing with all of these doctors. Have you ever noticed that? Like all these doctors have gists, right? Like so all these gists you're dealing with. You deal with an oncologist, you deal with a proctologist, you're a radiologist, all these gists, and they all come and they tell you stuff like that's like way above your head. And I'm just like, whoa, 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 simmer down, doc. Like I get the gist of all this. And he's like, no, 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 you don't. That's why we're here. You know what I mean? Because you don't get it. And I was just like, oh man, you just don't get it. And like, so I mean, there's just at the end of the day, there's just so many things, that happen in this life that we're just not prepared or equipped to do. And let's see. I really got put Johnny on the spot, but I'm gonna make it work. Welcome to my bedroom where none of the magic happens. None of it. All right here. So I got another story today, and it's been an interesting day. Like it's kind of sad and kind of fucked up, but this is how life takes a turn. So I'm under my house and I'm working on a water filter. I'm putting it in, and I'm sitting there, working on it. My dogs come under the house, and I guess they pick up some rat poison, and like they're chomping on it, like and they're just eating the shit out of it. And I was just like, "Hey guys, what do you guys have? Come here, dummy. What do you have? What are you chewing on?" So then we're under the house in a confined space. The dogs are just happy as shit, rolling around, chewing on rat poison. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fucking so in trouble. So like I had to wrestle the dogs down, right? And I take the rat poison from one and throw it to the side and kick him out. And then the other one picks up the poison and starts eating it. So I wrestle him. And it was just like a roundabout, roundabout, roundabout. In the meantime, I'm just freaking the fuck out. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do? You know, what the fuck is going on? Like, can I just chill and like not say shit? Or do I just take, I mean, it put me in a real quandary. Like, what? I mean, really, what do I do? I was scared, frightened. I mean, and not even for the dogs. The fact that I had to go tell Amanda that like I let the dogs eat rat poison under the house, like like, it kind of fucked me up a little bit on the inside. So to make a long story short, like I totally like got them, took them in the house. I mean, when I got outside, I like grabbed the hose and I was fucking spraying water in their mouths. You know what I mean? Like, get it out, patting them on the back. So I ended up taking them to the vet, like just threw them, put them in the car, and they're just like happy go lucky. I mean, they don't even give a shit. They're just like, hey, dad, my dog, we're gonna go. And like, that's my voice for my boy Winston, because he's just kind of like dumb, like, hey, I want to fuck something. That's why I call him Winston Chad. But so anyway, I get him to the vet. The vet pumps their stomachs and they're like, hey, you're gonna have to leave your kids here for a couple hours. And I was like, oh shit, no. Where I go, the dog, where the dogs go, I go. These are my peeps. These are my kids. These are my part. And like, so anyway, I had to leave the dogs, and it turns out, they induce vomiting, pump their stomachs, stuff like that. It was all good. And well, hey, so they pumped their stomachs, and it only costs like not as much money as I thought I would. And here I am. So like, hey,
Hey, listen. First of all, life is fucking me in the ass with no grease at this very, very moment. My tire flat is kind of off the rim. I'm like, yep, just like that, right? It's hidden. Now I got to call USAA, try to figure out if they're going to come over here and change my tire. And I'm trying to hold it together because, life will be life. But I am so overwhelmed with crap right now because I'm trying to do good things and life is just eating me up. But anyway, we ain't here for that.
we ain't. You should have heard me. I just tried to do a set that I was working on, man, and I totally bombed it. But you know what? This is a good training ground. But I mean, I started. You know what? At least I talked. At
That
least I kept
part.
talking.
That's the part. And you already
But
halfway through the show. You should go on and try it again.
you know what? It took me a minute to get comfortable in there, like it always did. And since I've had life has fucking me left and right too, in a lot of different ways. I've been busy, but like, so I haven't really prepared and committed this stuff to memory the way I should. So it just kind of like flew out the window. And when you're sitting there staring at yourself, like talking to nobody, you know, and but I mean that's how you get good, right? That's how you get better is practice. I mean, I still missing a couple of the jokes on there, but you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. Like they didn't land in my head, but maybe because I've told them so many times.
True. And maybe you're just not funny to yourself. You just think you look funny.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly. But the fact of the matter is that I've been trying this material out all over the place, and like it lands 80% of the time out in the wild. You know what I mean?
That mean you doing it then.
Like people are like, "Oh my god!"
So now you got somebody to watch you while I go try. I'm gonna try to get on USAA. I'll be right back.
Don't do that to me.
I love you. I know Tina said it. What love got to do with it?
Right? What love got
When
to
you
do
on
with it?
the
But here you are. Here you are with your blown out rim, your blown out tire.
like that
I got
part,
a I got a blown out rim too.
you know what? Oh my God.
Uh, So anyway, so check it out. Some of you have seen my house, some of you haven't, but I got these like huge windows in the front yard. I mean, in the living room. Like my whole living room is windows, and they're like 20 feet tall. And like, no shit, I'm sitting here drinking my nasty ass. Well, it wasn't nasty, but it was my delicious, broth coffee, and not even like giving a fuck. Like, life's taking a turn for the worse, and sipping on this shit. And this wasn't even half bad, but I mean, I wouldn't do it again on purpose. But I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, bam! And I was like, what the fuck was that? Well, it turns out, see, the birds can't see my windows, right? So these motherfuckers come flying like they're straight to heaven, like, yeah, this time I got it, dude. This time I got it. Whack! Dude, and they smack the windows. Dogs freak out, right? Doing backflips. They're barking, yelling, telling me all kinds of bullshit. You know what I mean? Oh, we got an interloper. We got an interloper. Oh, they did it again. They did it again. The aliens are coming. The aliens are coming. And like, I don't know what the fuck they think. But like, I mean, I've lived my life that way so many times. It's just like free and clear, just like buzzing around like I got it. And whack! Smack dab right into the window. I mean, it was a blue jay, well, black and blue jay now, but like, um, that's a hell of a way to find out you got cancer. I asked the dogs not to tweet about it. You know what I mean? I was just fuck them. Like those little crazy bastards that just roll around. But it's that. Like, where do these birds are like? This time I can make it. I'm gonna make it, Gerald. I'm gonna make it. Wah, wah, wah. Bam, and your head snaps back. I mean, how many of you have ever really felt like that shit? Like you were just flying out of nowhere and just smack dab right into the window. It's like, what exactly do you do at that point? And like, so like, given that nature of things, I, let me stop now. I have this new respect for Brent Calhoun, who gets on every day and just does his thing, right? If you don't know him, he's a great stroke survivor guy that just he has his crossword book, and he just gets on here like every day and just does these empowering speeches to help people with strokes and other things. And like, I don't know how I don't know how they do it. I really don't, because when I sit here and then my mind goes blank and I'm thinking of things to talk about, because like, what do I say? That's not how I operate, right? Like most of the time I operate like in a capacity where cause and effect, and one person bouncing off another, and then I get my quick jabs in, and like, but this is a whole different scenario for me, and coming up here in a stroke of humor, like just the stupidest shit that I see going on in life. I wish I could see comments, but I can't. If there are any, anybody's watching, I don't know, but I would love some kind of interaction, because me, myself, and I don't really get along too good sometimes. We're kind of dumb. And I'm twirling. What else is going on in my life now? I'm the proud moment. Some of you may or may not know, but like I was working in the Mount Airy Regional Museum building exhibits, and kind of at least helping to build exhibits, not on my own accord. I was just following directions from somewhere, but I mean, at least that is almost finished. So I'm super proud of that. Like, finally wrapping that up. It's been pretty awesome. Otherwise, I'm just out here flailing right now in front of you guys. Just chilling to get home with the USAA. But So let me see if I can come up with some other things here. Let me think. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I got a lot, but nothing can formulate in my head, and that's part of the problem with the stroke, right? I got 75 million things bouncing around out here, and all of them can become clear and concise, and I don't know what to say, and then I get out of here, and I'm just like, uh, I forgot exactly where I was going with that. I forgot exactly where I was going to go with that. In the meantime, you know, birds are out here smacking into my windows probably twice, three times a week. As a matter of fact, you know what? Like I should keep a scoreboard up for those guys. I mean, not for the birds, but for the window, for the window itself. I mean, it's actually the window is undefeated so far. Like, it's the craziest shit ever. Like, yeah, go. So, you know, so my dogs, back to my dogs, because those little fuckers are crazy, right? I got one that's sinister and like very emotional and needy, but very smart, right? Like he's a Portuguese water dog, so that just means he speaks drunken Spanish, I think. I don't know. He doesn't speak English very well, but and then we have Winston. He's the big poodle. He's like a Bernedoodle, like the big, tall, lanky, long face, and he's like my dog. You know, I mean, he would be my dog, like more akin to be just a dopey, stupid, smart, but like at the same time, like I'll eat anything. Oh, I'm in this rat poison. Like, oh, I'm just down here. And so, like, I don't know if you've ever seen this there's a dog. Yeah, I watch lots of dog videos now because we have dogs. Like, there's this dog called Coco, right? And like, man, my wife, she really likes it, and it's like, the dog is just like, I don't know, it's like a little doodle mix, and it's got like this little voice, and it's just like, I don't know, my mom was mad at me, and I don't like my dad. You know, I was hanging out with my dad because he drops food. Like, there's all these just like, and it's like somebody's interviewing this little dog, right? And he's giving this story, and on the way back from the vet today, I was just like, oh, I don't know why I hear Coco's voice in here. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was just like, well, I can hear it now. I can just see the Coco in here, you know, like, well, I was with my dad underneath the house this morning, and we were all playing along fine until I found something that I picked up that was really good, and I was chewing on it, and so then dad flipped out, but I don't know why, and he took me inside, and you know, then mom was really mad at me, and but not mad, she was more scared, and then she yelled at dad and told dad he had to take me to the fun place. I mean, I guess I don't know. And then I wound up here at the vet, and they pumped my stomach. Like, I don't know. If you ever get a chance, check it out. I can't do it right now, but like, this is like part of my life. These dogs become part of my life. I talk to them like they're my friends. I look at them like they're my kids. You know, I mean, aside from all the other aspects of things going on in life, you know. Um, I mean, I can always get off on tangents because it turns out like I'm a little retarded that way, or Aspie, or however you want to do it. I mean, don't get me talking about. I don't even know because I don't want to get off on that tangent, you know. And like, yeah. So that's like the value of showing up all the time and doing stuff. Talking to my daughter last week, but you know, she keeps me stupid too. She just keeps me like, she keeps me straight and narrow. Kind of, sort of, not really. But she lets me know when I'm being a fucking retard. And I let her know when she's being a retard. And then we both are like, you know, well, I came from you, dipshit. You know, like. So I was talking to this new friend of mine earlier. and they're going to have this talent show that I signed up for on Facebook, and it's a free show, right? But I'm going to get out and I'm going to go do the stage, and I'm going to do some of these bits, but I'm going to polish them up a little bit. And he hits me up and he says, "Hey, dude, have you ever emceed anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I was in the Marine Corps. I've emceed." MC, like USMC. And he was like, "No, dude. I mean, have you ever emceed?" Now, I've emceed a couple things, but it's been a long time. Like, I think I was high on coke when I did it, or at least meth, and drunk as shit. But so now that's in the work. So I mean, I don't know how to react to that, right? Like, I told him, like, "Hey, man, I'll let you know." And we were talking about dark humor, and because it's an all ages show, so it's going to be a hard thing for me to do, right? Because as most of I got a pretty foul mouth when it comes to it. So like that's going to be a whole new stretch for me to go ahead and try to tone it down for elderly and children without dropping f bombs or like being stupidly sick. Like it's gonna be a little rough, and not rough. It's gonna be an adventure on its own. Um, and yeah, yeah, like this. It's just a testament coming through here of like keep pushing forward and keep up with that strength in you, and you don't always have to be bubbly and bright, you know what I mean, but you just have to keep going and shit, like, and not to let if you can't laugh at life, what are we even doing here if you can't just take a twisted look. I mean, too many people are too fucking serious in this life, and maybe I don't take shit serious enough. I mean, when it comes down to it, uh, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I really am. Like, how how serious is serious? Like when they tell you you're gonna die a slow, painful death. 3 oncologists told me that. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, dude, life is too great right now. Because you know what they don't talk about on the after side of that, on the backside of chemo and radiation, when they're talking about this 5-year life expectancy, and they tell you the same thing in stroke, and they tell you the same thing everywhere. What they don't talk about is quality of life, right? And right now, my quality of life is pretty fucking awesome. And I know some people's quality of lives may not feel so fucking awesome sometimes. And I don't have nothing, It's a choice that you make in your head to feel awesome or to feel. I mean, not always. Don't get me wrong. Like there are limitations to everything, but like bottom line is that it's a choice you have to make, and I have to remind myself that every fucking day because I can wake up and find 8 million and one things to be miserable about, and like I'll let it run with me, I mean, I will. My storytelling brain will just let it fucking go crazy, and like, and that's it'll literally tell me things that like I'm not good enough, and and I'm just whatever. You're gay, or like just the weirdest fucking shit, right? And I'm not even so weird, you know. Uh, Now I got Joy texting me, telling me she's sorry she has a flat fucking tire. Shit happens, dude. Shit happens. Actually, it's probably the best show we've done so far, if I don't say so myself. Because you know what? I'm smart. I'm beautiful. Everybody likes me. Does everybody want to do the you is? The you is affirmations? You is amazing. You is smart. You is kind. You is beautiful. You is everything that you need to be. You is. I don't even know. Oh, sorry, man. I'm all over the board right now. But we got these other 2 dogs, right? We have another full standard poodle, and we have a little Chinese crusted dog. The little Chinese crusted, her name's Molly, but I call her Mari. Hi, Mari. Oh, Mari. Yay, Mari. She's the only one that gets rice in her diet. How fucking racist is that? Like the little Chinese gets rice. Everybody else gets oatmeal and quinoa and like things that like white people eat. But like Chinese are just like, no, just give that bitch some rice. She'll eat it. She'll eat it. You know what I mean? She's a yapper and she's gross. And she's Mari, Mari. Uh, But you know what? I love the shit out of those dogs. Like Lucy the princess, you know, I'm going to tell you a secret. Both the females were run out of a puppy mill. So they both have had lots of litter. So they're just both weird and they're both old. The other two are just young and just tried it. It's a story for another day. Anyway, I don't know if I could sign off of here or how to leave or do what, but that's our half hour, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to join us again next week, I don't see why you want, but if you are 2 weeks from now, we'll put the link out and we'll try this again one more time. Life always gets in the way. All right. That's amazing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. There we go. I had a Texas girl tell her log me out because I can't shut this show down. It means I'm going to have to talk for the next 45 minutes. 45 fucking minutes. Look at this face. 45 minutes. 45, 45, 45, 45. Now I want to be quiet, but I'm just. When Joy here, I won't be talking. When she's back, I'll be talking again. Well, since we're not here, she can't play the outro. I can't leave. I can just ditch and dip and leave you all hanging, but what kind of fun would that be? So anyway, back to the MC thing. I don't know if I'm going to MC it or not. I don't know if I don't even know where in the world Carmen Sandiego will be. On a different note, I do have an MRI tomorrow. It'll be the first MRI since December to find out if this, this path that I'm taking is actually going to pay off. Once again, I'm defying the odds. All 77 of them, all 77 odds. I'm just out here defying the odds one more time. And it feels like pretty good. I mean, it feels pretty amazing, actually. But see, I don't know, and that's where the rub is, right? Like, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think I shit out pieces of tumor, this week. My back hurts, I shit out a piece of tumor. My back hurts, I shit out a piece of tumor, and I know it sounds disgusting, but if you saw the pictures, you know. And I take pictures of everything because, I mean, why the fuck not? And when I go into the doctor's office, he's just like, oh, let me see. And I'm like, okay, here's butthole from 2 months ago. Here's some blood that I shit on. Here's some tumor. Look at that. That's tumor. That's tumor. That's tumor. Like, and you can tell the difference. But, like, it's just me. I'm just, no shame. No shame now, And the time's still rolling. But it's here's not knowing is the worst.
We hit you with that strength in you. We hit you with that strength in you. You got your motivation, you got your inspiration, you got the fuel to feed, every nation. You came through, we strengthen you. You came through, we strengthen you. You got the fuel to do what you do, do it true. We strengthen you.